Are the Atlanta Hawks way smarter than we think they are? And were they right about Zaccharie Risacher? In this video, I'm going to talk about Zaccharie Risacher and the Atlanta Hawks in their opening preseason debut, where they defeated the Indiana Pacers 131 to 130. Shout out to Seth Lundy with the game winner, but that's beside the point. I'm going to talk about were the Atlanta Hawks maybe thinking and maybe had a better strategy than we gave them credit to be and credit to have, and here's why. Zaccharie Risacher played like a all-star, quite frankly, yesterday. And there may be people in the comments that disagree, but he played very, 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 very well yesterday. And a lot of people are going to say, well, this preseason, of course he's going to play well, but preseason in the NBA is a little bit different than preseason in the NFL. NFL preseason, you really don't see a lot of starters play. It really gives teams and GMs a way to evaluate the talent on their team. A lot of second, third, fourth, fifth stringers play, and you kind of go from there. The NBA is quite different in regards to that. Yeah, you see some second, third stringers play, but for a lot of the main minute of the game, you see your starters playing because they want to develop and build a rhythm. They want to start to get their rotations in place, and for whatever reason, not each preseason game, I just feel like their preseason games are like more important for whatever reason. They treat them more importantly. And I said this yesterday too. The Indiana Pacers were playing. They were playing to win. And I think that's another difference from the NFL. They don't really care about these games and winning these games. The Pacers were playing to win, and so were the Atlanta Hawks. But Zaccharie Risacher, here's his stat line. He had 18 points. He was 7 for 9 from the field. He was 3 from 4 from the three-point line. So he shot 75%. He had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. In 23 minutes, I think that's what it was. Zaccharie Risacher is the guy and a fit that the Atlanta Hawks wanted. And it seems like he is thriving in the Quinn Snyder system. Also, he plays great defense, and he's 6'9". And when I was watching the game yesterday, I was excited because you start to see 6'8" DeAndre Hunter, 6'8" Jalen Johnson, 6'9" Zaccharie Risacher, 6'11" Clint Capella run out with Trae Young, and you're like, I think we might got something here. Trae Young did not have to be the best player on the court. We know he can be the best player on the court, but you had guys and you had a team 10 deep who were willing to score, and you had, I think, 4 or 5 guys score double digits in the close to 20 points. Now back to Zaccharie Risacher. He looked really good. There's a lot to his game that they're seeing. He's not only a passer, he's athletic, more athletic than people think. He can play phenomenal defense, but most importantly, he can hit that three. And I think this is something they've been looking forward and looking for in a guy, the partner with Trae Young. Also, I forgot about Dyson Daniels. Can't forget about him. And Zaccharie Risacher, currently in the way he's playing right now and the way he played in preseason, if we can continue to allow him to grow and develop, get him, not limited reps, but get him reps and make sure that Trae Young is looking for him, this is a guy that could easily win Rookie of the Year. Now, looking back at it, DeJounte Murray, no disrespect to DeJounte, he really didn't have a good preseason game. And like I said, these games don't mean a lot, but they are a barometer of how you fit, how the teams fit, and how are things going. And this trade is looking more and more beneficial for the Atlanta Hawks. Not only do they get rid of DeJounte Murray, which, great player, but they start to build to this. They look like they're building to the strengths of not only Trae Young, but Quinn Snyder and this offense. And it looks really, really, really good. More note about Zaccharie Risacher. And there's one thing, he's a playmaker. Obviously, we saw that with the under-the-leg pass to Clint Capella, who he finished on. He's a team player. He's a hard worker. And something else, like I said, he is athletic. At that 6'9", he's dunking on people. He's blocking shots. He's getting into the lane. He's stealing balls. And the fact of the matter is, he seems, I know this is a small sample size, to be the best player in this draft. And I'm glad that the Hawks had the sight and the insight and the foreseeable goal and the foreseeable prediction, so to speak, to draft this player. Because, to be honest, what if they went with Alex Sarr? I'm telling you, the Atlanta Hawks fans, would not be as excited about Alex Sarr as they are about Zaccharie Risacher. So all this to say, Zaccharie Risacher balled out in his first preseason game. I know it's preseason, but a guy from 18 points shot 75% from three and just did everything very, very well. He rebounded for his team. He played defense for his team, and he actually scored for the team. I think it was the third or fourth leading scorer. Is something that is very, very encouraging, especially out of this young, talented rookie. I'm telling you, him with Jalen Johnson, with Dyson Daniels, they will only continue to grow. And by the way, Zaccharie Risacher is 19 years old. What a player. And if you're an Atlanta Hawk fan, please start to get excited. Because you have a team and a roster that is, if the guys grow and stay in the organization, could be in an elite force 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the road. It's starting to remind me a little bit of the Oklahoma City Thunder, where we're getting young, long, lengthy talent to fill the roster, to surround your all-star, your superstar, Trae Young. And I'm super excited. One more quick note that I wanted to mention. I'm not liking DeAndre Hunter right now. He didn't play very well. I think when you start to bring talent that can replace him, he's becoming, a lot of people are saying, why do we still have him, so to speak? He's still a good player, but when you bring in Dyson Daniels and Zaccharie Risacher, who shoot at a efficient clip and also play elite defense, you're like, why do we have DeAndre Hunter paying him $20-something million, $30 million a year? So continue to watch that going forward. I foresee maybe he obviously getting traded, and I also see a big man getting traded. Clint Capella played a Clint Capella game, so I don't know. Larry Nance was very serviceable too. Came in, played minutes like he needed to do. Onyeka is Onyeka, so I don't know what they're going to do. They're obviously going to trade one of those guys. You can see it. They can't play all three. It's hard for them to play all three. They essentially barely played all three, and it was a preseason game. So they're going to have to find minutes for all three of those guys. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them gets traded. But very, 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 very encouraging for the Atlanta Hawks. Go Zaccharie Risacher, because he will be a baller, and he could be the best player in the league within 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So, but if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications if you want to see more videos like this. Check this one out right here. And like always, peace.